All right, so I developed my own personal top 5 list of things that I've learned on my own personal journey in the hopes that it helps you. Stick along. All right, so this first one, I've already made a video about it, but I'll talk about it again here. So it's nervousness. So one of the things I've actually learned about nervousness is it comes from a defense mechanism in our head that is trying to protect us from danger, basically, or the perceived danger. And your mind is perceiving danger as something that you haven't done before. So normally you tend to get nervous when it comes to things that you haven't done before or something new, because your mind is telling you, and your mind would actually make up things of why you shouldn't do it. And at the end of the day, when you actually think about it in retrospect, it sounds ridiculous because a lot of things you're trying to do that your mind is telling you that you're nervous about, other people are doing it. And then you start to develop a sense of habit where you just think other people are capable of doing these things, just not you. And that's far from it. All right, so number 2, meditation hurts like a mother, but it's actually helpful as well. So a lot of times when I meditate, a lot of things are going on. So I'm not going to be one to tell you when I meditate, I always have nothing going on in my head, because that is far from true. In fact, I have a lot of things going on in my head. It's just that I know how to differentiate that I'm thinking it and when my mind or my imagination just has it on auto go, I guess. So meditation actually helps me to differentiate my imagination from myself. And it also actually helps me to work on my body actually as a whole, because it helps me to more or less experience what's happening right now instead of focusing on everything that is not what's going on right now, if that makes sense. All right, so number 3, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist or anything, but just hear me out. The illusion of life. It's amazing to actually see. Everybody live life, right? So you understand that everybody lives life. But you understand also that everybody is a person. But for some apparent reason, we develop a structure where we feel like some people are higher than other people, which makes no sense. And it doesn't even go there. How about this? We develop a system where money makes sense. So we hold money at the highest value. So then we teach each other that success equates to having the highest value of money. So we think if we don't have money, that our happiness is at the money level. However, it makes no sense to say that, because money, the only value money has is the value you technically give it. So it's weird, because now that I make YouTube videos, I actually look at movies and I see how simple that is. Like all they're doing is a more quality process of a YouTube video. So I'll just use that as an example to show you the illusion of life. So from that, you should be able to take that one example and think about athletes. They're playing basketball. Yes, you play basketball at the park. It's the same thing. They just have a lot of people watching them and they're making a lot of money from it. So the illusion of life, I'm gonna make an actual video about it. Which brings us to number 4, which is perspectives. Now, perspectives is a bit different. So here's where this gets tricky. If you understand that you have an opinion, then you can understand that everybody has an opinion, right? Now put this into concept. For some apparent reason, we have the audacity to actually want to control someone else. So that's when it starts to get tricky, because when this person has an opinion that doesn't co-align with your opinion, then you get upset. You see how that works? So if you actually just understood for a second that not everybody is going to think the way you do, then a lot of what's going on in your life would probably be much easier. So that was a little short, but perspective. And then there's number 5. So number 5 is basically this. You always get what you want. Now keep that in mind. You always get what you want. Not what this person wants, or not what that person wants. You always get what you want. And that's what matters most, because remember, in the illusion of life, everybody technically they're living their life. So remember, the artists you watch or the artists you listen to, your favorite basketball players, they're actually just regular people doing what you like to watch, so they get paid to do it. So that's why if you don't leave with anything, I'll leave you with this. Do what you want to do, because you don't know what's going to happen. And that's why I started this channel.